Hello students, welcome to Loksatta Yashasvi Bhava. We have studied life's internal secrets, regulators of life and life cycle in detail. To recapitulate, we shall focus on the highlights of these three chapters. Life's internal secrets. This chapter consists of various life processes that take place in our body. Nutrition, that is the process of obtaining food. We have studied the two modes of nutrition, that is autotrophic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. The autotrophic mode of nutrition is seen in plants. Photosynthesis is a process by which plants prepare their own food in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. The heterotrophs depend on other organisms for their food. Digestion, the process in which the complex substances are converted into simple substances, is called as digestion. This process takes place with the help of different digestive organs and digestive glands. The digestive glands secrete substances that help in the process of digestion. These glands and their functions are very important from the examination point of view. Respiration, the process of taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide, is called as respiration. Two modes of respiration are external and internal. The external respiration is nothing but taking in oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. The organs of respiration in human respiratory system are to be studied in detail because these organs and the process can be asked in the exams. Internal respiration takes place in the mitochondria of the living cells. This involves release of energy in the form of ATP molecules. The next process, that is transportation or circulation of nutrients, that takes place inside the living or the body of living organism. In case of human beings, heart and blood vessels are the organs of transportation. Heart is a muscular organ which is protected by pericardium. The blood vessels, that is arteries and veins and capillaries, carry out the process of circulation of nutrients, oxygen, hormone, excretory products, etc. In case of plants, transportation takes place with the help of different parts of the plant body. The processes are transpirational pull, root pressure, which involves the absorption of water and minerals. Storage and transport of food is done by the process of translocation in plants. Last but not the least, we studied the process of excretion in human beings, and kidneys are the organs of excretion. Nephron is the basic unit of filtration. The blood that gets filtered is sent back to the heart for circulation. Excretion in case of plants. There is no special excretory system in plants. Wastes are given out in the form of calcium oxalate crystals, which are called as raphides, in case of some plants like colocasia, yam, etc. In the chapter Regulators of Life, we have studied about control and coordination. Control is the systematic regulation of all activities that take place in our body, whereas coordination is the orderly execution of all the activities that take place. Control and coordination go hand in hand. Remember students that control and coordination in organisms take place simultaneously. For example, in plants, water and minerals are absorbed by the roots, and these water and minerals are to be transported to each and every cell or tissue of the plant. This is called as control and coordination between every cell and every part of the plant. In case of plants, there are certain movements which are observed, which are growth dependent and growth independent. The growth independent movement which is seen in mimosa is called as the seismonastic movement. It is only when the leaves of mimosa they close, that is they respond to the stimulus of touch. Growth dependent movements seen in plants are phototrophism, that is the bending of the plant towards sunlight, gravitrophism, and hydrotrophism, which is shown by the roots. Chemotrophism, that is the formation of pollen tube which proceeds towards the ovary. The human nervous system consists of the central nervous system, autonomic nervous system, and the peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system consists of brain and spinal cord. The autonomic nervous system consists of nerves that reach to the involuntary organs like stomach, heart, intestine, lungs, etc. The peripheral nervous system consists of nerves that spread throughout the body. Nerves consist of neurons and neuroglia which transmit impulses. We have also studied about the reflex action and the path in which the stimulus travels, which is called as the reflex arc. Students, remember, you could be asked to draw a diagram on reflex action, or you could be asked to write down about the path that is travelled by the stimulus. A stimulus is a change in the environment that provokes response in an organism. A response is a reaction that is shown by an organism. Reflex action is an immediate response or an immediate reaction that is shown by an organism. Say for instance, the withdrawal of hand when a pin is pricked. So students, remember, you might be asked to draw the path of reflex arc. Please remember that reflex action takes place in the spinal cord, but the message is delivered to the brain. We have also studied about the areas of the brain, that is the forebrain, midbrain and the hindbrain. The forebrain, which consists of cerebrum, deals with the intelligence, memory, logical thinking, reasoning, etc. The cerebellum is responsible for the balance of the body, and the medulla oblongata deals with the involuntary activities like digestion, control of the heartbeat, respiration, etc. Students, we've also studied about the endocrine system, which consists of the endocrine glands. These endocrine glands are called as the ductless glands. The endocrine glands secrete hormones. The hormones are nothing but the chemical substances or chemical messengers which carry messages to the different parts of the body. Thus, the endocrine glands are very, very important in human body. The endocrine system along with the nervous system coordinate and work hand in hand. In the chapter Life Cycle, we have studied about the asexual and sexual modes of reproduction. In the case of asexual reproduction, there is no sexual union. That means there are no two gametes, that is, there is only one parent involved, and hence it takes place by the method of mitosis, wherein the original chromosomal number remains the same. Binary and multiple fission is seen in case of amoeba, whereas budding is seen in case of hydra. An outgrowth develops, which is called as a bud. This bud grows, develops, and on maturity detaches from the parent hydra. Fragmentation is nothing but the disintegration of filaments in Spirogyra. Spirogyra filaments grow rapidly, multiply rapidly in water when they receive nutrients. This is how fragmentation is observed in Spirogyra. We have also studied about regeneration that takes place in Hydra and Planaria. Budding is seen in yeast as well as in Hydra. Spore formation takes place in Mucor. Spores are the asexual reproductive bodies. In case of sexual reproduction, two gametes are involved. That is, there is union of male and female gamete, and that is why meiotic division or meiosis takes place wherein the number of chromosomes gets reduced to half. Fertilization is observed in plants and animals. The 4 walls of flower, calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, are extremely important, and you would be asked to draw the diagram of LS of a flower. Please do not forget to label all the parts. Also label sepals and petals. In case of animals, we have studied about the sexual reproduction, the male and the female reproductive system, the parts of the male and female reproductive system, the menstrual cycle which is observed in females, the fertilization process that takes place, and also formation of identical and non-identical twins. We have studied about the family planning methods in males and females, and also dealt with the sexually transmitted infections, that is the problems that are associated with human reproductive systems. Students, I am sure the gist of all these 3 chapters will be very, very useful and fruitful to you. Please read articles carefully, meticulously, and also try to answer and write down all the questions methodically.